Hello, I'm going to speak about Ada Lovelace. She was born on the 18th of December 1815 and she is considered the first woman woman in history for her contribution to the analytical engine devised by Charles Babbage. Despite the fact that in the 19th century it was not frequent for women to study science, Ada was fortunate to have good teachers such as the mathematician August de Morgan or the Scottish astronomer Mary Somerville. It was precisely Somerville who introduced her to the mathematician Charles Babbage, with whom she had a good friendship and a good collaboration. In 1835, she married the aristocrat William Lord King, with whom she had 3 children, Byron, Anna, Isabella, and Ralph Gordon. After the birth of her third and final child, Ada began collaborating with Babbage. Her mechanical analytical machine made it possible to calculate any algebraic function and store numbers. The problem was entirely in the machine by guards. Lovelace died in London at the age of 56 in 1852. Do you have any questions?
Is there a programming language named after Ada?
Yes, there is.
Hello everybody, I'm going to speak about Jocelyn Bell Burnell. Jocelyn Bell Burnell was born in 1943. She is Northern Ireland's astrophysicist who co-discovered the first pulsar radar signal in 1967. She is one of the UK's most influential scientists. She has received numerous awards and has been credited with one of the most significant scientific achievements of the 20th century. The discovery was recognized by the award of the 1974 Nobel Prize in Physics, but although she was the first to observe pulsars, Bell did not receive the prize. After completing her doctorate, Bell worked at several universities for 10 years. Bell Burnell served as president of the Royal Astronomical Society, president of the Institute of Physics, and active president of the Institute after the death of Marshall Stanham. She is currently a visiting professor at Oxford University. In 2018, she received the Special Prize for Advancement in Fundamental Physics. Following the announcement of the award, she decides to have the total prize money of £2.3 million to help women, minority, and refugee students seeking to become physics researchers. Do you have any question?
How were the first science courses for girls created?
These were created after Bell Burnell parents.
How were the first science courses for girls created?
These were created after Bell Burnell parents failed to complete with the school.
Did she discover more things?
Yes, she discovered the star.
Hello, I'm Sofia, and I have a question. Do you like chimpanzees? Well, then you should now know a little more about the life of Jane Goodall, the greatest person chimpanzees in the world. She was born in London in 1934. From a very young age, Jane was surrounded by animals and had a great fascination for Africa. As a child, she dreamed of writing about animals, which she achieved at 23 when she was able to travel to Kenya and work with a very famous paleontologist. A paleontologist is a person who studies fossils or remains of beings that no longer exist on Earth. Since then, Jane has conducted scientific research on primates in hundreds of areas. For example, those animals that are more dominant than others, their behavior in groups, how they raise their babies, and even when one group goes to war with another. In 1977, the Jane Goodall Institute opened its doors to protect primates and on their habitats, and this is a space that, like Jane's beliefs, is in favor of animals' respect and is opposite to keeping animals in zoos, circuses, and sports. Would you guess how many awards Jane has won for? Well, it is something difficult to do because she was being working for 58 years. but she has got more than 100 awards, titles, and commemorations. Currently, Jane no longer travels to investigate, but she does goes very hard against animals abuse and in defense and in search of protection of animal species. And now, do you have any questions?
Is there anything she can travel without?
Yes, she has been traveling with a stuffed monkey since Gary hadn't given it to her 16 years ago. His name is Mr. H. Any more questions?
What was Jane's first observation?
When she was 4 years old, she wanted to know how chickens lay an egg.